Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about the IRS proposal. It looks like it's going to be in the reconciliation bill, and people have a lot of questions about it and a lot of concerns. There are two main concerns. The thing is, there's also a pretty big misunderstanding about what this is. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a provision that is going to give the IRS reports about accounts that have $600 in transactions or more. Okay, so the misunderstanding occurs in what the IRS is actually getting. The idea seems to be among a lot of people that the IRS is going to get like a printout of where you spend your money. That's not really what's happening. They're going to get a printout of how much money went into an account and how much money went out of it. They're not going to know that you spend way too much money at Wendy's. They're just going to get gross amounts, gross totals. Okay. Now, from a privacy standpoint, those people who are concerned about that aspect of it, yeah, that's different than what's being commonly discussed. Is it so different that it's going to change their point of view? Probably not. It's still a bank reporting directly to the IRS about your financial state. I don't think it's going to change the conversation, but in the interest of accuracy, it's worth pointing out that there does seem to be a misunderstanding about exactly what's going to be reported. Okay. Now, the other concern that people have is why $600? Why is that threshold set so low? And the answer is, I don't have a clue. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. When you're talking about accounts that have that little in them, what's the IRS going to do? Spend tens of thousands of dollars auditing an account to get $2 in missed tax revenue? That seems like a giant waste of resources. That doesn't make any sense. And aside from that, setting the threshold that low, it ends up making the whole thing pointless. You know, when you talk about mass surveillance and you talk about mass intelligence collection, when you listen to the people who process it, the problem they have is that they have too much information. So things get missed. They get overwhelmed with information. That is what is going to happen with this because the threshold is set so low. This is going to be completely ineffective. It's not going to do anything to mitigate tax avoidance. Because the threshold is set so low, the IRS is going to get 100 million reports. They're not going to be able to process them. They're not going to be able to determine which ones really need to be looked at. It will. The threshold being that low renders this whole thing pointless, completely ineffective. It would make more sense to me to set that threshold at $50,000, $84,000, up there where people stop living paycheck to paycheck, where they have a little bit of a cushion, where they actually have money to hide. When you're talking about people that are barely getting by, there's no point in looking at them. You know where their money went to live? That's it. They don't have offshore accounts. So it seems pointless. This seems like a really dated idea. It seems like it is way out of touch with reality. And with the threshold being so low, seems like it would be completely ineffective. Unless the IRS is just looking to audit poor people because they know they don't have the resources to contest it. I guess that's an option. But it's worth noting that this is going to be in the reconciliation bill. Me looking at it, it doesn't seem to be as big a privacy concern as initially thought. Is it still one? Yeah, kinda. It is. This isn't something I would support. but that privacy concern is kind of offset because it's written so poorly and they have the threshold so low that it's going to be completely ineffective because the IRS isn't going to be able to process all the information they're going to receive. So at the end of it, to me, this is a wash. It's a completely pointless provision. It's a completely pointless policy. It's not going to do any good. It's just going to waste taxpayer money. That's really, looking at it, that's what's going to happen. It doesn't seem like it will do anything to curb tax avoidance, which is the stated goal. If that's the goal, that threshold needs to be way, way higher than it is. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.